Let's do the Q&A for the chapter number 2, which is the chapter of supply. Everyone to your Q&A material. Please come to your Q&A material. Chapter number 2, supply. The first question is, Manu transfers 1000 debentures of Chug Limited to Naresh for a consideration of 5,94,000 debentures. Securities, neither goods nor. They told you, discuss the applicability of GST. Whether GST will be applicable, everyone? No. Why? Because GST is applicable on what? Goods and service. And goods and service ka definition don't include securities, and debentures are securities. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Sir, Taju transfers a plot of land situated in Mumbai to whom? Babu, for a consideration of 55 lakh. Consideration is however paid in installment. Baba, everyone tell me one thing. Land, whenever you go ahead and sell land, when you go ahead and read your scope of supply, no, in supply may, when you read, see, land is what? Immovable property. Immovable property is what? Service. But then when you read supply, no, here in section number 7.2, when you read, you will see over here sale of land is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. So if I am selling land, it is neither supply of goods nor supply of service, because sale of land pays stamp duty comes, GST will not come. Are we clear, everyone? That you will be learning when you read section number 7 too. But as of now, land is what? Land is a service. Next. Amal deposits 1.5 lakh into saving bank account. Baba, if you put money in the bank account, money, neither goods nor service. Sale of derivatives. Derivatives, everyone. Securities, neither goods nor service. Baba, see, when you are not in the definition of goods and service, then it is called neither goods nor service. When you are not there in the definition of supply, then it is called you're out, neither supply of goods nor supply of service. So there is a difference. When you are out from the definition of goods and service, then you are called neither goods nor service. If you are out from the definition of supply, then you are called neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Next. Mr. Zamir takes a housing loan. Baba, the loan amount which is there plus loan is repayable in 7 years. 13,500 documentation charges is taken by bank. Interest will be payable as a part of EMI. My question over here is, bank gave you a loan of 10 lakh rupees for an example. Is 10 lakh rupees goods or service? Neither goods nor service. But bank allowed you to use the money. So there it is a service for which you are going ahead and paying interest. Secondly, when you are paying documentation charges, has bank given you any service? Yes. Money is neither goods nor service, but money related activity wherein bank is going ahead and giving you service for which bank is charging you documentation charges. Is there any service provided? Yes. Can I go ahead, everyone? This you guys have to read at home now. Everyone, please come to the next one. Everyone over here. It says Vikramaditya is a salaried employee and planning to invest in stock. Okay. He has opened a trading account with Vaidya Brokers. During the month, Vikramaditya undertook future contract without physical delivery option, but are settled on expiry of the contract date. Means what happens? It's a derivative contract where actually goods are not moving. On a contract date, what will happen? Net settlement will happen. Whatever is the loss or gain will be settled. Net settlement will happen. Is actually goods going? Is it supply of goods? No. Vikramaditya needs your advice whether future contracts undertaken by him amounts to supply and are liable to GST. What do you think, everyone? Liable? Yes or no? 3 marks ka question. Pick up your pen, start writing. People watching at home, you have to pick up your pen, start writing the answer. You have to give your advice. Let's see what kind of an advice do you give. Please write, make mistakes, how much ever you want. We'll compare and see whatever is the difference. I'll pause the video. Please write the answer and then continue. Are we done, everyone? No, sir. Write, Baba, write quickly. People, you have to write as if you're writing in the exam. Then we'll compare your answer. It's okay to make a mistake in the class, no problem at all. You have to learn from your mistakes. Let me know once done. Chalo, let's compare our answer. For a transaction, Baba, they are asking your advice. Advice means full gyan you have to give. For a transaction to fall within the purview of supply, it must be either goods or service or both. Correct? For something to fall within the purview of supply, they are asking you whether it will amount to supply and liable to GST. First, you have to say for something to come to reach to supply, it has to fall in goods or service. The definition of goods and service specifically excludes what? Securities from their purview. Further, derivatives are included in the definition of securities. See, they told goods and service ka definition excludes securities, and securities ka definition includes what? Derivatives. As derivatives fall in the definition of securities, then neither goods nor service, hence not liable to GST. Because when you can't reach to goods and service, how will you reach to supply and how GST will be levied? For future contracts are in nature of financial derivatives, the price of which is dependent upon the underlying stock or index of stock or certain approved currency. Baba, the derivative can derive its value from anything. It can be goods, it can be currency, it can be anything. And the settlement happens normally by way of net settlement and no actual delivery. Since future contracts are in the nature of derivatives, these qualify as securities and thus are not subject to GST. In the view of the above, Baba, can you see? First, they have written the law. Then they are telling, in the view of the above, it is inferred that since future contract undertaken by Vikramaditya are in the nature of derivatives, these qualify as securities and do not qualify as supply and thus are not subject to GST. Did you guys understand? How much will you give yourself out of 3 marks? How much, everyone? 1? How many? 1, 2, okay. 2, why not 3 when you already know the answer? Clear? Can I go ahead, everyone? Baba, you have to go ahead and start writing perfectly. And to write perfectly, you have to know what was the matter to be written. Students don't even know what they have to write in the exam and they are going ahead and writing. Are you guys able to understand what a student would have written for this? Saying, sir, derivatives are neither goods nor service. You would have started your whole story saying goods. If goods are actually moving, then GST will come. But Baba, what is there? They are asking you. First, you have to go ahead and ask up 12 about the law. What is law has to be connected. Can I go ahead, everyone? You have to write that goods ka definition does not include securities. Derivatives are securities, and hence it is not included in goods or service. Further, when net settlement is happening, it is actually a derivative, and it is neither goods nor service, and GST can't be levied. And in the present case, when it is a derivative, when net settlement is happening, it will be neither goods nor service, and GST can't come. Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo, next. Now, if I tell you to write this answer, will you write better? Yes or no? The same thing happens in the exam. If you have practiced it already and you are writing in the exam, you know what is to be exactly written. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. The next question over here is, but the next question we'll do later, not now. Question number 3, I'll do later. I want to do some easy questions first and then we'll go ahead. ABC Limited has started canteen services exclusively for its employees. The canteen running expenses were so recovered from its employee without any profit margin. Everyone over here, what the company has done is, company has started what? In the company they have started canteen and they are selling the food to their employees, and from the employees they are recovering the money. Profit, no profit. Are you bothered, or are you bothered whether there is a sale or not? Sale or not, you're not bothered about the profit. Then they are telling, your opinion is sought whether recovery of food expenses from the employees for the canteen services provided by the company would be taxable under GST. Critically examine. Tell me one thing, everyone, whether it will be taxable under GST, yes or no. Baba, this company is there. It is selling food to its employee. First of all, is it a sale? For a consideration, Is it in the course of their business? It's not their main business to supply food to the employee, but is it in the course of their business? Yes, sir. And hence, section number 71A says it will be a supply. Your advice is C. Please go ahead, critically examine the situation and tell the answer. Would you guys be able to do it? You'll try. Pick up your pen and start writing, everyone. People watching at home, pick up your pen and start writing now. Pick up your pen and start writing now. Do it now. People watching at home, start writing. Are we done writing, everyone? When they say critically examine, means your law should come. Your conclusion also has to be there. Let's read. ABC Limited is registered car manufacturer. It's into the business of car. Now it has started canteen for employees. It's providing cost to cost basis without profit but not free. Not free. Further provisioning of food is not under contract of employment. Baba, this they are talking about, that is, it is not paid towards the cost of employed to the company, that is not paid as a part of salary. Everyone, what they are talking about over here is, listen to me very carefully. When you read section number 72, 72 says what is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. When you read section number 72, 72 says what is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Whenever an employee gives services to the employer, an employer gives anything, everyone, employee gives salary to the employee, gives services to the employer, and employer gives what? Salary. Employee gives salary. So that services are neither supply of goods nor supply of service, because that is in the course of employment. If I am an employee providing you service in the course of my employment and you are giving me salary, then there is no GST. Tell me one thing: the food which is given to the employee, is it a part of salary? No. Here they are going ahead and telling over here that such activity is not a part of salary. Such activity will amount to supply for specific reason. Number one, such supply is in the course of furtherance of business. Then the provisioning of food to employees merits the treatment of business. It will be incidental or ancillary activity to the main business. Business activity may be carried out on cost to cost basis also. Baba, might be there is no profit, but are you carrying out a business activity? Yes. Supply of catering services, if done for a consideration, such transaction will fall within the scope of supply. So they have gone ahead and written the law, and then they are telling, thus, recovery of food expenses from the employee for the canteen services provided by the applicant would be taxable as supply of service under GST. What they went ahead and told. They told, see, might be it's not your principal activity, but it's your ancillary activity. And when you read section number 71A, it says all forms are included, for a consideration is included, and it should be in the course of your business. Might be it's not your business, but it's an incidental activity to your business, and hence it is included in the definition of supply. And then they went ahead and concluded saying what? GST will be applicable. You tell me one thing, you already knew the answer. How difficult it is to write? This thought, to get it down on a paper, is the most difficult job. Can I go ahead, everyone? And your thoughts and the ICI thoughts to match is more difficult. What you think you will write, what they think they are expecting, the expectation and reality has to match. And who is the boss giving you the marks? They are giving you the marks. So as of now, we don't have any other option other than practicing and going, so that we match their expectation. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Everyone over here now. Listen to me very carefully. This question also I'll do it later. Don't worry about it. I want to do some easy questions first. Everyone over here. Say, answer the following questions. Sudama Associates, a registered supplier, disposes the computer owned by the business without consideration. Sudama is doing what? Disposing of the computer which are owned by the business. It has not claimed ITC on such computer. Examine whether the disposal of computer by Sudama Associates qualify as deemed supply. Baba, permanent transfer of business asset where ITC has been availed on such asset is only supply. Here is ITC availed on computer? No. So whether it will be supply? No. You have to practice this question at home. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Baba, remember, they are telling you to examine. And remember one thing, people who don't practice certainly fail. So learning so much, if you don't practice at home, you will not be able to do it. See, Baba, I going ahead and telling you, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes, start writing, I'll wait for you guys. I'll waste time. Are we clear? I can discuss more questions with you. So what I'm telling is you 100% have to practice at home. If you think you will not do it, trust me, there is no point coming to class, sitting in class, understanding things. No, you'll not get marks. Just imagine, out of 3, if you're telling you will get 1.5 every time. If you write 80 marks ka question in the exam and come, how much will you get? And a student writes 80 marks only. And a student always gets 40. You will see most of the student failing because they are not able to get average. Sir, 200 marks, I could not get it. 40, I passed in all the subject, but I did not get 200. Why? Because that guy is not practicing. Are you guys able to understand? So if you want to pass in the first attempt, please start practicing. Everyone over here. Prithvi Enterprises appoints Champak to procure certain goods from the market. Everyone, Prithvi and Champak. Prithvi and broker is what? Champak. Principal agent. Champak identifies various suppliers. Who am I? Procuring agent or selling agent? Procuring. Who can provide the goods as desired by Prithvi? Baba, I found suppliers who can go ahead and provide what goods are desired by Prithvi. And ask Satya manufacturers, the supplier, to send the goods and issue an invoice directly to Prithvi. Everyone, he will directly give an invoice. He will directly make the payment. Who am I? Am I an agent? Baba, you are required. Question read the question. You are required to determine whether Champak can be considered as an agent of Prithvi Enterprises in terms of Schedule 1. Can I be considered under Schedule 1 wala, section number 71C, Schedule 1, paragraph number 3 wala agent? No. Why? Because procuring agent is only when he invoice is in his name. Only when the invoice is in the name of the agent, then that agent is covered under Schedule 1. Am I an agent under Schedule 1? No. If I tell you to write, where should I end the answer? Exams, my students tell me, sir, we blanked out. Baba, you never practice. That is why you blanked out. Your hand has a memory. If you are practicing, no, you don't have to think only. Your hand will automatically start and your hand will drop the pen. You've seen Virat Kohli hitting a sixer. When the ball is coming, does he think, oh, ball is coming like this, I have to hit like this? By the time ball will go, his hand works automatically. The same will happen with you. If you're practicing at home and going, your hand will automatically start working in the exam. Are we guys able to understand this? Otherwise, you will be thinking, where do I start from? Where do I end? Because your hand doesn't know. First, your brain has to think. And if you practice and go, your hand will automatically start working. That, okay, I know where to start the question answer from. Do you know the answer? Yes. If I tell you to write, out of 4 marks, you will get 1 mark, 1.5 mark. Why? Can we go ahead, everyone? Please practice this question today at home. Next. See, everyone, they have spoken about section number 71C. They have spoken about section number 71C. Please practice this question at home. Don't leave and go. Everyone over here. Moksha Bhumi. Everyone over here. Moksha Bhumi Industries has its manufacturing unit in what? Maharashtra. It stores the finished goods by it in a depot located in what? Gujarat. The depot owned by Punya Bhumi. Baba, Moksha Bhumi, Punya Bhumi. Moksha Bhumi is where? Maharashtra. Punya Bhumi is what? Gujarat. Then a related person of Moksha Bhumi. Moksha Bhumi ka related person is Punya Bhumi. Punya Bhumi has not charged any consideration for usage of the depot for storage purpose. Whether the storage of goods permitted by Punya Bhumi to Moksha Bhumi qualifies as supplies. Baba, he is a related person. Is it a supply between related person? Is it in the course of business? Yes. Section number 7.1. See, schedule 1, paragraph number 2 says it will be a supply between related person. Will GST come? Yes, it will be a supply even without consideration. Can we go ahead, everyone? See, 7.1c, read with schedule 1. You think ICI is a fool if they are going ahead and writing that answer should be written like this? When students tell me I will not write the section numbers and come, I will start from here. You tell me one thing. Have you written properly? You have definitely left something. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Everyone over here. Examine whether the following activities would amount to supply under section number 7. They are telling over here, Surekha Manufactures has a factory in Delhi and a depot in Mumbai. Both these establishments are registered in the respective state. Baba factory is in Delhi, depot where they are storing the goods is in Mumbai. What will it be? Distinct person. Finished goods are sent from the factory in Delhi to the Mumbai depot without consideration. Baba, supply between distinct person. Stock transfer. What will you go ahead and sell it? Tell it as supply between distinct person. Without consideration also it will be considered as supply. They are telling you to examine. When they are telling you to examine, first you have to go ahead and say. Schedule 1 goes ahead and says that whenever transaction is happening between supply between related person without consideration also it will be considered as supply. Then you have to go ahead and say related person or distinct person. Okay? Then you have to say since they have one store, one what is it? Manufacturing unit, factory in Delhi and depot in Mumbai. Factory in Delhi and depot in Mumbai are registered in their respective states and hence they are distinct person. That you have to say. And then you have to say when there is a supply between distinct person, it will be considered as supply. So when goods are going from here to here, it will be considered as what? Supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? Please, please, please. You have to write schedule 1. Can you guys see over here? You have to write schedule 1. You have to then go ahead and write that, sir, in the view of the same. Can you guys see over here? There are two paragraphs. Number 1 is the law. Can you guys see over here, everyone? Number 1, it is the law. Number 2, it is the applying of the law. Will you guys practice it at home? Next. Raman is an architect in Chennai. His brother, who is a well-settled lawyer, his brother is settled in London, is well-settled, well-known lawyer. My brother is in London. He is lawyer. He is independent. Related person, not related person. Not related. Raman has taken legal advice from him free of cost with regards to his family dispute. Importation of service. Is it from related person? If he is independent, he is not your related person. See, importation of service from related person without consideration in the course of business is a supply. Here, is it taken from related person? First of all, brother independent is not related. Secondly, it is for non-business purpose. Two conditions have failed. Will it be a supply? No. For a supply, importation of service from related person, then without consideration for business. Importation of service is there. Related person missing. Is it business? Business also missing. Without consideration, okay. If two things are missing over here, it will not be considered as supply because I always told you, sir, importation of service from related person for business without consideration is considered as supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Everyone over here, would your answer be different if in the above case Raman has taken the advice in respect of business unit in Chennai? Importation of service. Business is also there. Consideration is not there. But the problem is, he is not your related person. It should be importation of service from related person for business without consideration. Importation of service happened, but it is not your related person. For a person to be related to you, who is related person, everyone? Brother, parents, grandparents, brother, sister, only if they are dependent. Are we clear, everyone? Today, do one thing, everyone. You go home and practice this question. Everyone, it will be a homework to go ahead and practice this question. Right, everyone? You have to go ahead and write the answer. People, let's continue our Q&A discussion now. Everyone, let's continue. The next question which is there is over here. Question number 9. Examine whether the following activity would amount to supply of under section number 7. People over here. It says Happy Charitable Trust. A trust not registered under the GST who gets the eye treatment of needy people done free of cost donates what? Clothes and toys to children living in slum area. Listen to me very carefully. Whether the following activity would amount to supply. First of all, what are they going ahead and doing? They are going ahead and getting the eye treatment of the needy people done free of cost, donates clothes and toys to the children in the slum area. My question over here, what are they going ahead and doing? They are doing what? Charity. Is it supply first of all? You have to go ahead and understand that. Is it coming under definition of supply? Why? Bobby, you are going ahead and doing it what? Without any consideration. So it should come in 71C. 71C says permanent transfer of business asset on which ITC has been availed. Second, supply between related person. Third, principal and agent. And fourth, importation of service. Fourth, third, not possible. Third, second one, related person, not there. First one, permanent transfer of business asset on which ITC has been availed on such asset. Listen to me very carefully. When they have given the toys, etc., toys, gift, etc., free to people living in the slum area, if your assumption is that this people charitable institution which is there is not registered because the activities which they are going ahead and doing, when we read in the exemption chapter, we'll see charitable institution, if they are going ahead and doing some charitable activity on which there is no GST at all, then they will not take registration. If you have not taken registration, means you have not taken any ITC. If you have not taken ITC, this will also not be a supply. Permanent transfer of business asset on which ITC has been availed. So the question which is given is completely from which point of view? Assumption point of view. Let's read. Happy Charitable is providing eye treatment free of cost to the needy people, unrelated person. Baba, when you are going ahead and doing eye treatment, supply between related person without consideration can be considered as supply. They are doing eye treatment for whom? Needy people. Are they related person? No. So is it falling in section number 71C, paragraph number 2, supply? Supply between related person in the course of business will be considered as supply. Here they are doing eye treatment for whom? Needy people. Is it considered as supply? Its activity does not fall within the scope of supply as supply made without consideration are not getting covered by 71C read with schedule 1. 71C schedule 1 says what? Baba, you did eye treatment. I am a doctor. I did the eye treatment of my wife. Supply between related person. I am a charitable institution. We are doing eye treatment. We did it for the needy people. Is it supply between related person? No. Can it be considered as supply? No. Next. In the above example, it is not a registered entity. Tell me one thing. Are they registered person? Is not a registered person. If you are not a registered person, being an unregistered person, it must not have availed the ITC on the clothes and toy purchased by it. Yes or no, everyone? If you buy toys, clothes, etc., take the ITC and then give it free, then permanent transfer of business asset on which ITC has been availed. But here, have you gone ahead and taken the ITC? No. Will it fall in section number 71C? No. Thus, free supply of goods not being covered under 71C, read with schedule 1. Thus, even supply will not attract any GST in the heads of Happy Charitable Trust. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. This will be a homework. Question number 10 will be homework. I'll move to the next one. This one. These are questions which are intermediate ka question. Sir, why CA inter ka question you have given? I have gone ahead and given you CA intermediate ka question because I want you to go ahead and understand the concepts which are there. CA inter ka small concept will be your big question in the exam. Can I go ahead, everyone? All those small conceptual questions which are there will help you to learn big questions. Next, examine whether the activity of importation of service in the following independent case would amount to supply under section number 7. Let's understand. Miss Sriniti Kaushik received Vastu consultancy for her residence at Bandra, Mumbai from her brother. Baba brother, only if dependent. Mr. Varun residing in Sydney. Further, Miss Sriniti Kaushik did not pay any consideration. Everyone over here. Importation of services. Then question number everyone. 11. Importation of services without from related person without in the course of business only is considered as. Miss Trinity Kaushik received what? Vastu consultancy from her brother who is in Sydney. Importation of service, yes or no? Supply is outside India, recipient is in India, and the place of supply is in India. Everyone always remember, you have to remember all these definitions. Number one, is it importation? Yes. Is it your related person? Brother from outside India is giving consultancy. If assumption is that he is not dependent, then not related. Is it without consideration? Yes, sir. Is it for the business? No, sir. So two things failed over here. Number one, he is not a related person. Number two, not for business. Can I go ahead, everyone? And hence it is not supply. If even if we assume importation of service from related person without consideration, he is your dependent brother. If we assume then related person, but it is still not your for your business, and hence it will not be a supply. Is my point clear? Let's read more. Miss Sriniti received Vastu consultancy service for her business premises located in Bandra from her brother, Mr. Varun. Further, Miss Sriniti did not pay any consideration. Here it is for what? Baba, tell me one thing. Question number 2. Importation of service from related person. Now you tell me one thing. His brother who is going ahead and providing consultancy from outside India. Will you assume dependent, independent? Independent. Consideration? Not there. Then business? Then hence supply or not? Why? Not related person. In the question, they are not clear over there. Whether brother who is providing consultancy is dependent, independent. Always assume that if your brother is providing consultancy from outside India, he is definitely independent. Are we clear? And that assumption which you assume, please write it in the note and come. I'll show you. Go ahead. I'll go ahead and show you the ICIQ question papers which are there. 1 minute, everyone. See, why am I going ahead and telling you is because of this. Students don't understand, but it is very important to know this. 1 minute. For an example, if I show you last term ka suggested answer, you know what they are doing. Just imagine. December 21 exam, May 22. May 22 happened, no? We download May 22 ka RTP. Wait. ICIPOS Board of Studies. Students, Board of Studies. Board of Studies Knowledge Portal. Students, Board of Studies. ठीक है, visit Board of Studies Knowledge Portal. Suggested answer, CA final. Correct? Indirect tax laws. Click here. May 22. See, I am showing you the question paper, right, everyone? See here. If you go down, this is the answer which is given. See, it has been most logically presumed. It second one, it has been most logically presumed. Third one, it can be assumed. Fourth one, telephone expenses have been considered. What am I telling? Can you guys see the first question? May only how many assumptions are there? Four. What if the student is assuming otherwise? The person correcting the paper, if he is a GST knowledgeable person, then he will understand your assumption. Otherwise, their assumption and your assumption doesn't match. You're gone. Correct or not? Four assumptions I showed you in the first question. I'm not telling I'm against the ICI, but the person creating the question has to know that there should not be assumptions in the question wherein people can go ahead and assume a lot of things. Four assumptions in one question. This is the second question. It has been most logically assumed. What are you trying to tell over here? What are you trying to tell over here? That the question which we created can have multiple views over here. But I don't know if the suggested answer has that multiple views ke liye multiple answers or not. Because the person correcting, if he is a person who is a stat auditor and doesn't know properly GST, I don't know. Do you know who is the person correcting the paper? No, I don't know. I'm not telling I'm against anyone. I love ICI. I'm also a chartered accountant, being a member. But I'm telling, can you see the assumption over here? Now, the person correcting, if it doesn't know, if the student takes other assumption, what will be the answer? ठीक है everyone? चलो, second question has an assumption. See here. Since the question requires this, again one assumption is there. Question point number 9. Can you see? It has been most logically assumed. So what I'm telling is wherever the question, from student's point of view, what you can do is wherever the question has an assumption, you can go ahead and write the question ka answer in your assumption. And then when you are writing the note, you can say if the other assumption is taken, the answer will be changing from this point and the answer will come like this. That's the most easiest way to go ahead and do it. Otherwise, can you see in 3 questions, I have shown you 9 assumptions. And students who don't practice don't even know that you have to assume something in the exam. And this is just one paper which I am going ahead and showing you. Might be there are some more thoughts or assumptions which they would have gone ahead and written. That's okay. But what I'm telling is 9 assumption in the first 3 questions is there. I will always suggest my student that you write your answer as per your assumption. Write that the answer has been written with this assumption. But if you assume this way, the answer will come like this. Please write that and come. Might be it is time consuming. But sir, how will we learn whether assumptions are to be taken? With practice. Are we clear, everyone? When you are practicing, you will realize, oh, what if I assume it like this? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now tell me one thing. In this question which we are going ahead and solving now, can Miss Sriniti Kaushikka, brother, who is there, who is from outside India, who is residing in Sydney, can be dependent also? Might be he is just learning. So there can be any assumption. You have to go ahead and write, first of all, the answer as per the ICI assumption. And then you have to write your assumption also. What if this person who is there is a dependent person, then he is a related person, and importation of service from related person without consideration in the course of business can also be considered as supply. Are we clear, everyone? Let's read the answer now. Importation of service not in the course of business would not amount to supply. Baba, everyone, they have told the first one ke liye. They did not talk about related, unrelated. They told safest way is what? To say it is not for business and hence not supply. Next, if importation of service without consideration but not from related person or own establishment would not amount to supply as per section number 71C. Mr. Varun is not considered as related person. Not considered means they have assumed him not to be a, unless he is wholly or substantially dependent upon Miss Sriniti. In the absence of any specific information given in the question, it has been safely assumed that Mr. Varun is not dependent. You can say it has been also assumed that he is dependent, independent, whatever is your thought, you have to write properly and come. Can I go ahead, everyone? If you take him to be dependent, then he is your, then it will amount to supply. But if you take him not to be dependent, then it will not amount to supply. So when you're writing your assumption, please write, in my question I have assumed that he is not my dependent person, not related, not supply. But if you assume it otherwise, that the brother is dependent, then what will you do? Then he will be a related person. Importation of service from related person without consideration for business will be considered as supply. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? It is inter question, but I've told you how to write for your finals. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. National Electronics registered in Kerala dealing in supply of electronic item transferred some stock from to its another unit in Karnataka. Whether such supply would amount to GST, everyone? Why? Supply between distinct person. What are they asking you over here? Whether such supplies are taxable under GST. What will you say, everyone? Yes or no? But to write this answer, see, when I told you yes, you told yes, correct? You have to first write yes. If they ask you whether the statement is valid, invalid, then you say valid, invalid. Can we go ahead, everyone? And then they have gone ahead and written. You guys know the answer, right? 3 marks question. Pick up your pen and start writing. People, I'll give you 5 minutes. People watching at home, you have to pick up your pen and start writing now. Start writing, everyone. Please start writing. सिर्फ वो आराम से enjoy, आराम से think what is the answer and then write. Right, Bob. Pick up your pen and start writing, everyone. I'll pause the video, write the answer, then we'll discuss. Right. So, I hope you guys are done writing. Let's discuss the answer. Everyone over here. Transfer of stock made by National Electronics are taxable under GST. This is the first line they have told, because they have asked whether such transfer will be taxable or not. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then they have gone ahead and told the definition of supply, and section number 7 is an inclusive one, because it has gone ahead and told these are the things which are included. Can I go ahead, everyone? What do you mean by inclusive, everyone? When I say states ka definition, when you read, state includes union territories with legislature. Inclusive definition means it includes whatever is told is included, but other than that also general meaning of state has been included. So when you read supply ka definition, it says supply includes. What do you mean by includes? Includes means it's a definition which is whatever generally things are told, those are included. Other than that, general meaning of supply also has been included, is what they are telling. Are we clear? For an example, when they say supply includes, if they say supply means what is told is the only meaning. If they say supply includes, it includes what is told is also included. Other than that, also general meaning of supply also has been included. Are we clear, everyone? Next. It's an inclusive one, means they have gone ahead and told these are the things included in supply. It does not specify that supply is to be made by one person to another. So self-supplies are to be treated as supply in terms of section number 7. It says what? So self-supplies are to be treated as supply in terms of section number 7. Further, section number 25(5) provides that where a person who has obtained or required to obtain, I'll tell you one thing, what you can start is, you can start from here. You can say yes, you can say over here that yes, transfer of stock made by National Electronics Limited are taxable under GST. Then you can say over here, section number 25(5) provides that you don't have to write this whole theory over here. I don't think so. It's a good idea to write it, not required. Section number 25(5), I'll delete this word from next time. No problem. Here. Provides that where a person who has obtained or required to obtain in a state or registration in a state or UT in respect of establishment has an establishment in another state or UT, this establishment shall be treated as establishment of distinct person. Means if you have one establishment in one state, another establishment, another state which is registered, then it will be treated as what? Establishment of distinct person. Then clause 2 of schedule 2 inter alia provides that supply of goods between distinct person as specified in section number 25 made in the course of furtherance of business is to be treated as supply even without consideration. Section number 25, if there is a distinct person which is there, section number 25 has gone ahead and defined distinct person, wherein sorry, section number 7, supply goes ahead and says what? Whenever there is a supply between distinct person, then it will be considered as supply. First of all, they have gone ahead and told that whenever you have National Informatics Center registered in Kerala, dealing in electronic item, transferred some of its stock to another unit located in Karnataka. So they are going ahead and telling we are registered in one state, another unit is in Karnataka. Now, if you are registered in one state, you have another establishment in another state, it will be considered as what? Both are distinct person. And then whenever from one distinct person to another distinct person, you are going ahead and transferring stock, what will it be? Supply. And hence, interstate supplies are such as stock transfer, branch transfer, consignment sale shall be taxable under IGST, even though such transaction may not involve payment of consideration. Every supplier is liable to register under the GST law from where he makes taxable supply. But this one which is there, this you can leave it. As of now, I'm yet to talk about it. But tell me one thing, whenever from one branch to another branch you are going ahead and transferring, will you go ahead and tell it a supply? This last paragraph, which is there, is talking about supply chapter, which we'll discuss later. Once we read the supply chapter, then you will be able to understand this. But as of now, if I go ahead and tell you what are the things you are going to write in the exam. First of all, when they are asking you whether it will be supply, you have to say yes, it will be supply. Secondly, you have to go ahead and say whenever one place you have in one state, another state, another place is registered, both are what? Distinct person. Then you have to go ahead and say section number 7. 1C says whenever supply is between two distinct person, it will be considered as supply if it is in the course of business. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. It says Siddharth Transport is running a regular tourist bus, okay, carrying passengers and goods from Coimbatore to Trivandrum. Baba, two distinct person ka beech mein buses are going. With effect from 1st July, discuss whether interstate movement of various modes of conveyance of goods or passenger between distinct person except those where movement is for further supply is leviable to IGST. Baba, tell me one thing. On the conveyance, will IGST come? On the conveyance, when one bus is going from one state to another, on the conveyance, will GST come? No. Baba, I have already gone ahead and told you over here. On the conveyance, there will be no GST. But tell me one thing. On the passenger transportation services, GST will come. Might be if supposingly the truck, etc., is going ahead and providing services to the another state. Supposingly there is a truck which is there, which has all the tools, etc. It belongs to one distinct person. Another distinct person ka one bus is there. This truck went from here to here and did the service of the bus and came back. Is there a supply between two distinct person? Yes. On the repair and maintenance work, GST will come. But on the truck or on the bus, will GST come? On the conveyance? No. Are we clear, everyone? This you have to go ahead and read again at home. Please practice it at home, everyone. Next. What is the difference in tax consequence between intrastate from head office to branch in the same state and interstate stock transfer from head office to the branch in different state of the same supplier? What, which is a private company, what kind of GST is levied? Everyone, please tell me one thing. I have same statement, two branches. Is it distinct person? Baba, is it distinct person? Only if you have gone ahead and taken separate registration. Otherwise, same statement, if I have head office and branch office, will it be generally under one registration? Yes. Will it be a supply between distinct person? No. But sir, same different state, two different head offices in one state, branch offices in another state, then will it be a supply? Yes. Because both are distinct person. Is my point clear to all? Next. See, these are all June 2018 ka question. Are you guys able to understand? 2017-18, your GST was very small and such basic questions used to come. But now these basic questions will not come for you. Next. Everyone over here. Question number 15 talks about Mr. Happy has a huge residential property located in Mumbai. I will go ahead and draw. Question number. This is Mr. Happy. Mr. happy. He has one residential property. This is a residential property. ठीक है? Then what are they telling? He has let out the first floor and the second floor to Mr. Peace. Baba, this is Mr. Peace. What? How do you draw Peace? Peace. He's Mr. Peace. He's showing two finger. ठीक है? He is Mr. Peace. He has rent out the first floor and the second floor. Okay, so his building is there, correct? First floor and second floor, I will say. ठीक है? Actually, ground it is, but we'll talk about first and second. In April, Mr. Peace, okay, surrenders the tenancy right to Mr. Serene for a tenancy premium. Baba, he gave it to whom? He is Serene. He gave the tenancy rights and took what? Tenancy premium. On 1st June, Mr. Serene also paid applicable stamp duty and registration charges on the transfer of tenancy right. Baba, tell me one thing. If you pay stamp duty and registration charges, is it sale of land or transfer of tenancy right is a supply of service? Supply of service. Just because stamp duty is paid, will you say GST will not come? No. Then, moreover, Mr. Serene has agreed to pay a monthly rent of 1 lakh to Mr. Happy. He is also going to pay what? Monthly rent. Then, determine the taxability of the transaction involved in the case. My question, everyone. When he gave the tenancy right to him and he would have paid, will tenancy right be exempt? Tenancy premium ke liye? Is it supply of service? Yes. Yes. But is GST exempt? Why? Because it is for a residential property. When he gave it to him and he is giving tenancy premium, will it be supply of service? Yes. Will GST come? It is taxable. Can I go ahead, everyone? My next question over here is, when this guy is going ahead and paying the monthly rent, will GST come on the monthly rent? Whenever somebody is giving his house on rent, renting of residential property for residential purpose is always exempt. So, Baba, he has gone ahead and given his property on rent to him. From him, he is collecting monthly rent. Giving on rent is a supply. But, sir, giving on rent, residential property, it is exempt supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? Will you collect any GST? I hope everyone is clear with this. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Nandish manufacturer. Nandish manufacturer send certain category of yarn for processing to the job worker. Baba, they are sending the goods for treatment or process to the job worker. The job worker undertakes the processing work as per the requirement of Nandi's manufacturer. During the process, the job worker uses his own material also. Baba, tell me one thing. You did the job work and gave it to me. You used some material also and did the job work and gave it to me. Are you giving me supply of goods or supply of service? Always, even though some material is used, still it will be considered as what? Always supply of service. Do you guys agree with me? Anyone doing treatment or process on another person's good, he is giving him supply of service, which is a job work service. Can I go ahead? Next. The processed yarn is sold by Mr. Nandesh directly from the job worker's premises. You know what happened? Question number 16. We are yet to learn about job work, but still I'll tell you. Mr. You are going ahead and sending home Nandish. He's Nandish, right? What are they doing? He's sending yarn. He is going ahead and making the final goods and keeping it ready. You know what happened? You got an order from one person. He wanted to buy the yarn, the final goods which were made by the job worker. You told the job worker, hey, why send the goods to me and then I will send to him? You as the boss, you are known as what? Principal. You know what they will do? You will go ahead and issue an invoice directly saying, sir, your sale, but goods will go from here to here. It happens in job work. You send the goods to a job worker. He made the goods and kept it ready. Why? To get it back. If you find a supplier over there, for an example, I have sent some goods to Delhi for processing. Delhi mein goods are ready. Why will I get it back to Karnataka and sell if I find a buyer in Delhi? So if I find a buyer in Delhi, I will send, okay, goods can go directly from there to the buyer. Is my point clear to all? Did you guys understand? Why to get the goods back? You can send it from the premises of the job worker also. But whose sale it is? Principal ka sale. Goods are moving from job worker's premises. But sale is of whom? Principal. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Balanced quantity of yarn and waste material is sent back by the job worker to Nandi's manufacturer. Baba, 1 minute. He's the job worker. Principal is who? Nandi's manufacturer. Correct, everyone? What is Nandi's manufacturer doing? He is sending yarn. Yarn say he is making cloth and keeping it ready. Whenever he will sell, he will tell us, sir, you send the goods directly to my buyer. If any goods are left over, what will happen? For an example, the buyer ko only two were sold. The remaining two, what will he do? He will get it back. Is my point clear? Next. The job worker is of the opinion that he is using his own material also in the processing and hence supply to Nandi's manufacturer is in the nature of supply of goods as well as supply of service. Do you agree with the job worker? Do you agree? Yes or no? See, no. The first word written is no. Because from what is coming out from your mouth, that is your natural answer. No, the opinion of the job worker is not fully correct. Why not fully correct? It is supply of service, but it is not supply of goods. He told it's supply of goods also and supply of service also. When he used his own material, he gave you material and he gave you some service which is job work service. But then government went ahead and told in section number 7(1)(a) that always job work is what? Supply of service. Are we clear, everyone? And hence, you have to always go ahead and say it's a supply of service as per schedule 2. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. People, everyone over here, can you guys go ahead and tell me, see, what is the question going ahead and asking you? Okay, it's a 8-mark question in the exam. Can you write the answer, everyone? Write the answer, everyone. 8-mark question in the exam. What will you do? Quickly write the answer and let me know once you're done. Quickly write. Write. People watching at home, quickly pick up your pen and start writing now. Right. All the 4 8-mark question. Are we done, everyone? Can we discuss? See, the question had gone ahead and told only to state, and people started writing the stories. You are not required to write any story. When the question says state, you just have to say all the 4 points: state, supply of goods or supply of service. That's it. Are you guys able to understand? You saw the marks and you started writing. The question didn't have any trick. The question told state. That's it. You just had to state. How many of you started writing the answer? Yes. If the question tells you state with brief reason, then you have to give your reason. If the question is asking you, your papa asked yes or no, and you started telling him stories, he will not like it. And this thing students fail to understand. But there's a difference between a question which says state, state with brief reason, discuss. Brief reason means what? You just have to state supply of goods or supply of service and then say, as per schedule 2, it has been told that whenever you have gone ahead and done this, it's a supply of service. That's it. State with brief reason. If they go ahead and tell you explain, discuss, then you start your writing the answer. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next, I hope this answer was very clear to all. I'm not discussing it because my main motto for you guys to write it was that you understand that there's a difference between a question who is telling state, state with brief reason, explain, discuss. There's a difference. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here. Angad Private Limited is engaged in business of distribution of construction material. As an incentive, Angad pays an amount of 75,000 to the employee upon achieving sales target. The incentive is a part of employee salary and applicable tax is deducted under the relevant Income Tax Act. Income tax में section number 192 में TDS is deducted. Angad is of the view that GST is not leviable on such incentive. Whether the view taken by Angad is correct? Yes, the view taken by Angad is correct. So the first line will be yes, view taken by Angad is correct. Can I go ahead and very natural answer? Why is it correct? Because anything provided because of in terms of employment is neither supply of goods nor supply of. You are providing services to employer and employer is paying you incentive is a part of salary and hence your supply is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Is my point clear, everyone? See, Baba, practicing I can only tell you how to write the answer. Writing will be your job. Whenever they say whether, you first write yes or no. Then you start going ahead and telling first the law and then you give a conclusion saying the law says this and my conclusion applying the above law is that okay, it should not be supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? Or yes, the view taken by whom Angad Private Limited is correct in law. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Please read the next question, everyone. Mohandas International entered into a contract for importation of goods from a vendor located in Italy. Due to financial issues, Mohandas was not in a situation to clear the goods. Mohandas International sold the goods to whom? Radhe Krishna. What happened over here, everyone? Mohandas imported some goods. Question number 19. From outside India, who is this? Mohandas. Imported some goods. They were lying in the port. He didn't have money to clear, so he went ahead and sold it to whom? Radha Krishna. Mohandas International sold the goods to Radha Krishna by endorsing the document of title of the goods while the goods were in the high seas. Baba, the goods were in the high seas. They have not reached the port. Even if they have reached the port or they are in the seas, if you go ahead and sell it to him, what will it be called, everyone? High seas. High seas sale. What is high seas sale? When the goods have left the port of exportation, they are in the sea or they have reached the port of importation. What is the port of importation? Indian port. If you have not cleared it, but you have sold the goods, then this is known as what? High seas sale. And high seas sale is neither supply of goods nor supply of service. Sure, everyone? Next. The agreement further provides that Mohandas International shall buy back the goods from Radhakrishna Export. Discuss the taxability of the transaction. My question over here is when you sold it to him, it is known as high seas sale, neither supply of goods nor supply of service. In the future, what will happen? If he goes ahead and sells it back to him, will it be a supply or not? Yes. That's a separate transaction. Just because you are going to sell it back, all those things will not see. Today, when you are selling it, it's a high sale. Tomorrow, if he clears the goods and then sells it to you, it's a separate transaction. It will be a supply in Baba. He is selling it back to you means it's a supply by him to you. Sale for a consideration in the course of his business, it will be considered as separate supply. Can we go ahead, everyone? Yes, sir. Got it. Baba, not writing, you guys will be feeling that, wow, you already know the answer. But when you start writing, you will actually realize. Can I go ahead, everyone? So please, at home, see, they're asking you to discuss the taxability. So you have to write about Schedule 3. Saying, sir, in Schedule 3, when we go ahead and read, whenever goods have left from the port of origin and the goods have reached the port of destination port, but before clearing the goods, if you go ahead and sell the goods to the another person, it will be considered as neither supply of goods nor supply of service and hence no GST. Further, selling of goods back by the other person, it is a normal supply as per section number 71A and it will be considered as supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? Please practice this question at home today. Next. Krishna Dev is a trader based in India. Ramakrishna, brother of Krishna Dev, is located in China. Baba Krishna Dev is in India. Ramadev is where? China. Is also engaged in the trading of goods. Krishnadev placed an order with Ramakrishna for procurement of certain goods from local market in China. Everyone here, Krishnadev told Ramakrishna, hey, buy some goods and keep it ready from the Chinese market. Before the shipment from China to India, Krishnadev sold the goods to Cristiano, a trader in Brazil. Baba, from China, the goods went to Brazil. Did the goods enter into India? What is it called? One non-taxable territory to another non-taxable territory when the goods are sold without the goods entering into India, it will be considered as what? Neither supply of goods nor supply of. Baba, tell me one thing. Krishna Dev in India, will it be considered a supply by him and will he charge GST? No. When the goods never entered India and never went from India, it is considered as what? One non-taxable territory to another non-taxable territory. It is what? Neither supply of goods nor supply of service. The goods were subsequently shipped from China to what? Brazil. Comment on the taxability of the transaction between Krishna Dev and Cristiano. Everyone over here. From here to goods went to Cristiano. I am Krishna Dev. I will make the invoice and give it to him. But will I charge him GST? No. Why? From one non-taxable territory to another non-taxable territory when goods are going, your supply will always be neither supply of goods nor supply of. Is my point 100% understood? Can I go ahead? Next. People, you have to learn how to write. What is actionable claim, everyone? Actionable claims are goods. But are all actionable claims liable to GST? Only lottery, betting, and gambling. This is just for your knowledge. JFK question. JFK, just for your knowledge. Everyone, please come to the next question. CA final, May 22, 2 marks ka question this is. Can you guys see the question? May 22, okay, everyone, see. Mangesh Enterprises, Goa, a registered supplier, has made the following supplies in the month of February. Mangesh has made the following supplies. Supply of guest house accommodation with facilities of cooling, heating, internet, parking to customers on daily rental of 1500. Mangesh Enterprise has 20 guest suites. During the month, there were 50% occupancy. Baba, how many guest suites? 20. 20 mein how many occupancy? 10. 50% means 10. Catering and food services are supplied to those who opted for it at the cost of rupees 500 for their occupancy, hotel accommodation, along with what? Catering and food. Total amount collected is 70,000. Baba, what they're asking you over here? They're asking you to basically go ahead and comment. What will you go ahead and say? Will it be a composite supply or mixed supply? Hotel accommodation along with food. Two or more supplies naturally bundled. Baba, think about it. During the month, there was 50% occupancy. Catering and food service were supplied separately to those who opted for it at a cost of 500 per day per occupancy. Total amount collected for catering and food services 70,000. Catering and food ke liye they are collecting separately. So if you want, you can go and stay also. If you want, along with your stay, they will give you food also, and for that they are charging how much? 500. Now tell me one thing: is it composite supply or mixed supply? Composite or mixed? Okay. So if I go and stay over there, it is accommodation services. If you go and stay, along with the stay, they are telling we'll charge you 500 rupees, we'll give you food also. Can it happen in a hotel? Hotel with breakfast, hotel without breakfast. Hotel with breakfast is what? Hotel without breakfast is what? That is also a supply only. See everyone, they are telling supply of guest house with facilities of cooling, heating, internet and parking is also a composite supply. And they told along with the hotel, if you want all this heating, cooling, everything we'll give. Plus if you want food, we'll charge you 500 extra. Is it still hotel accommodation with catering services? Yes or no? Will you consider it as composite or mixed? Baba, that is why they have asked in CA final May 22. No? Are you able to understand this? See everyone over here. Composite supply of renting, see, of guest house with other facility. Renting of guest house being principal supply, 18% GST rate of principal supply. And Baba, this is this one. Now I went ahead and told you one car ka example. Do you remember car wala example? What did I tell you? If you went ahead and told someone to go ahead and repair the car for you, he told for repairing I'll charge you 2000, and if you want parts separately I'll charge you 2000 rupees. Both were what? Here what happened? They told sir we give room renting. If by chance you are hungry, we'll give you food also. For food we'll charge you 500 separate. Food is what? Is it composite or separate supply? You went to one hotel. You stayed in the hotel ka suite. Okay? They told sir we'll charge you 2000 rupees. If you want food, please come to our restaurant. We'll charge you 500 rupees. What is it? Is it together wala supply or separate supply? Separate supply of catering and food services, 5% GST is there. What is the rate of GST? 5% rate. Okay, rates, sir, where did you find? Baba, rates, I have missed out writing over here. Wait, I'll show you. May 22 ka paper only, no? Here. Here. Yes. Here. Huh. Here. Mangesh Enterprises Goa. Can you guys see one? Here, I think, here, rate. I missed out writing the rate. Can you see over here? Food and catering service, how much is the rate, everyone? 5%. And renting of guest house services, how much is the rate? 18%. But is it not that if you want to stay in a guest house, you go and stay in the guest house? Along with the guest house stay, we'll give you cooling, heating, all these services are provided together. When you go to a guest house, they told, sir, fan, AC, everything will be together. That's a composite supply. But if you go over there and they tell you along with the hotel stay, if you want food, we'll charge you separate. So separate is what? Separate supply. The first wala is known as first wala pe rate will apply 18%. Why? Is guest house services, correct? And ancillary is what? There's nothing. Baba, in that guest house service, what is ancillary? Air condition, heating, etc. So that is one composite supply. Now they are telling you food is separate. So it's a separate supply. Are you guys able to understand? Now tell me one thing. Don't you think the circular which is given, the small circular makes sense? They told you, sir, we will repair your car. For repairing services, we might use little cloth, little might be engine oil, etc. That is what? That's a composite supply. Separately, they told if you want parts, we will charge you this much. So for parts, they will charge you separate rate. For supply of labor services, they will charge you separate rate. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Are we all 100% clear? You went to buy one parts in one shop. They told you, sir, we'll charge you 10,000 for the parts. Repair, we will go ahead and fit it and give it to you. Supply of goods or supply of service? They told, sir, we will give you the parts. If you want, we will also, no, if you want and all, no. They told, sir, we will also fit the part and give it to you. Then supply of goods or service? I sold you the parts. I sold you the parts. I sold you the parts. I told when you buy the parts, if you want, we'll fit it and give it to you. Supply of goods or supply of service? Supply of goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? Baba, you have to understand what is the predominant supply. You went to one shop, you bought tires. They told, sir, when you buy the tire, no, we also fit it and give it to you. Supply of goods. They told, sir, when you buy the tire, we'll sell you the tire. But if you want the tires to be fitted, we'll charge separately. Then it is two separate supply. Parts is one supply and labor is one separate supply. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? How are you able to understand all this thing? Only if you're solving. Tell me one thing. May 22 ka question, if you don't solve and go, will you be able to do it in the exam? Not possible. This based on this circular. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Everyone over here. Question number 23. Miss Kajal, Mrs. Kajal, a registered person of Jaipur, has made the following supplies in the month of January. Everyone over here. Sale of laptop with laptop bag to customers of Mumbai, 55,000. Laptop and laptop bag. How much is the price? 55,000. You went to Apple. Apple went in and told you, sir, if you want the laptop is 50,000. If you want the bag also together, we don't give bag together. If you want bag together, we'll charge you 5,000 rupees. Separate supply, separate rate of GST will apply. Can I go ahead, everyone? Here, laptop and laptop bag is supplied for how much? Laptop or which rate will apply? 18%. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Supply of 10,000 kits at rupees 50 each, amounting to 5 lakh. To Ram Fancy Store, each kit consists of one hair oil, one beauty soap, one hair comb. Okay, what will you add more? One chocolate also. What is it? What kind of supply it is, everyone? Mixed supply. Rate will apply of what? Out of these three, what will be the rate, everyone? Are you clear, everyone? On 5 lakh, what rate will apply? See over here. First one, the rate is 18%. Second one, the rate is 28%. Let's read. 100 kits were given free to whom? Jaipur customer on occasion of Mrs. Kajal's birthday. Mama, on my birthday, what did I do? I gave 100 kits free. Each kit consists of one hair oil, one beauty soap. Each kit is of rupees 35. ITC has not been taken on the kits. Permanent transfer of business asset where ITC has been availed. Did we take the ITC? We bought kits, we gave it free. Can I give free on my occasion of birthday? Yes. No ITC, will it be supplied? No. Can you guys see GST, everyone? Will it come? Nil. Is my point clear to all? Let's go ahead, everyone. Event management services provided on her in the course of her business, free of cost to the brother who is dependent. For his son's marriage, the cost of providing the service is how much? 80,000. Will it be a supply? Brother wholly dependent, is he a related person? Supply between related person. Is it your business, everyone? Event management service? Yes. With consideration, without consideration. Array, where? Free. The cost of providing the service is 80,000. Is it free? Supply between related person. Is it your business to provide event management service? Yes. No, because they have gone ahead and told she has made the following supplies, and these supplies are in the course of business. Supply between related person in the course of your business without consideration. Will it be a supply? Yes. Can I go ahead, everyone? Rate. Event management service is 5%. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. 1400 chair and 100 coolers hired out to whom? Function Garden, Ajmer for rupees 3,30,000, including cost of transportation from Mrs. Kajal's godown to Function Garden, Ajmer. Since Mrs. Kajal is not a GTA, transportation services provided are exempt. Everyone listen. I told I will go ahead and do what? Renting of chairs, etc. Correct? Along with that, I will go ahead and do what? Transportation. Baba, everyone listen to me very carefully. I told sir, I will send you all the chair. Along with that, I will do the transportation also. Always remember one thing, if you are a goods transport agency, then on the GTA service, there is a rate of GST. Goods transport agency pay rate of GST is 5% or 12% GST. I will talk about GTA later. But if you are an individual person, for an example, a shopkeeper who is selling refrigerator, along with the refrigerator, if I tell you I will do transportation also, it is exempt from GST. Always remember transportation service. What everyone? Transportation services by GTA is taxable, goods transport agency. But others, this individual truck wallahs who are there, no? When we go to the exemption chapter, we will learn that all these truck wallahs, etc., who are there, who are not goods transport agencies, like all this shopkeeper ke outside, shops ke outside, there will be people who will do a transportation. Sir, I bought a fridge. Will you transport to my home? Will take 500 rupees. They will say you. Have you seen that, everyone? Now, what is this Miss Kajal doing? Miss Kajal is telling, sir, we'll give you the renting of the chairs, etc. Along with that, we will only do the transportation. And Baba, actually on transportation, the GST is exempted. Are we clear? Renting of chairs pay how much? Is it composite supply? Renting of chair along with transportation. Is it composite supply or not? I told sir I will give you the chair on rent. Along with that, I will do the transportation. Is it composite supply or not? Yes. Two or more taxable supply. Is it naturally bundled? Natural bundle. Is it supplied together in the ordinary course? Baba, all the shopkeepers do the same thing. Is it supplied together in the ordinary course by suppliers? Yes. What is principle? Renting of chairs. And hence rate of GST will apply what? Which one? 12. Can you guys see 12%? Are we all clear with this? I hope everyone got it. Can we go ahead? Next. The next one over here, question number 24 will be a homework, everyone. Please do it at home. Okay. Question number 25. Can you guys see the question? Please read the question once, everyone. What is a goods transport agency? It's telling over here, Sharma Carrier, a goods transport agency. Wow, people who take goods in the lorries and they will give you a consignment note, bill T. That, sir, okay, you came to me and you told, sir, I want to transport these 10 cartons. What will I do? I'll tell, okay, sir, we'll transport the cartons for you. I went in and told you, if you want, we will only do the loading, unloading. If you want packing, we'll do the packing for you. Are we clear, everyone? Now here, Sharma Carrier is a what? Goods transport agency engaged in the transportation of goods. As per general business practice, Sharma Carrier also provides what? Intermediary and ancillary services like loading, unloading, packing, transit, and what do you mean by transshipment? It will go from one state to another, put it in another truck, and then it will go further. Transshipment, shipping from one truck to another truck. Might be you went ahead and told, sir, you please go put the goods in a railway. So he'll leave the goods for you in a railway station, put it in the train. From here to here, you go in a truck. From the truck, you please put it in another truck. So that is known as what? Transshipment. Then, and temporary warehousing. Baba, it happened that your goods went from here. So your this truck is going to start from tomorrow. They kept 2 days in the godown. They can keep the goods in the godown also for 2 days. Then, in relation to transportation, with reference to the provision of GST law, analyze whether such services are treated as part of GTA service being composite or mixed supply. Along with the goods transport, they told, sir, if you want packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, temporarily if you want warehousing, we'll give that services also. What is the principal supply, everyone? Transportation. Along with the transportation, they are giving you other services also. Is it composite supply, mixed supply, or separate supply? See, there can be two views. One is if they are going ahead and telling you that we'll give transportation service, along with the transportation, all the services are also given together. Then it's a composite supply. But if they go ahead and tell you separately that, sir, if you want to do the warehousing, we'll charge you 10,000 rupees per day for warehousing. Then transportation is a separate service and warehousing is a separate service. Both the views can be taken. Everyone over here. What is the meaning of composite? They have told. What is the meaning of mixed supply? They have told. Then they are telling the various intermediary and ancillary service is not provided as independent service but as ancillary services. Namely, ancillary to what? Principal service. What is the principal service, everyone? Transportation. The invoice issued by the GTA includes the value of intermediary and ancillary services. In the view of this, if ancillary services provided in relation to transportation of goods by road and the charges, if any, for such services are included in the invoice, such supply would form part of GTA services and thus will be composite and not mixed supply, even though it's a single price is being charged. Can I go ahead, everyone? What happened over here? Might be I went ahead and told, see, sir, when we do the transportation, we will go ahead and charge you per carton ke liye 10,000 rupees. And per carton, we will only do the loading, unloading. If you have to store it for 1 or 2 days, we'll do the storage also. What is the supply? Composite. Along with the transportation, they are giving all this ancillary service. But if incidental services are provided as separate service and billed separately, whether in the same service or separate service, they will be treated as what? Separate supply and not composite supply. And there being no single price, it can't be treated as what? Mixed. Sir, what is this line? In terms of CBIC FEQ, Baba, CBIC had clarified this. So I will remove that line. You can write it till here. Are we clear, everyone? Then, see. In case where incidental services are provided separate and billed separately, whether in the same invoice or separate invoice, it is also possible to take a view that they need to be treated as what? They need not be treated as what? Separate supply, but part of composite supply. Further, there being no single price, the supply can't be treated as mixed supply. It means what they are going ahead and telling. For an example, I told you I will do transportation. For transportation, I went ahead and charged 40,000 rupees. Okay? For transportation, how much I am going to charge? 40,000 rupees. What I don't know. For transportation, I billed you 30,000. 10,000 I billed separately. Saying, sir, for ancillary services, government is telling if you have to see the contract. If the contract is that, sir, for the whole transportation, we are going to charge you 40 and I bill separately for transportation and separately for everything, it means I'm just trying to split the bill. Are you guys able to understand? I told, see, for the whole transportation, I'll charge you 40,000. I told I will bill transportation separately and I'll bill ancillary services separately. But is it not a composite supply? It is still a composite supply. But it is also possible to take a view that what my opinion, when they have gone ahead and told you that, sir, these are the, sir, we'll do transportation. Optional, they have gone ahead and told you that we'll do packing, unpacking, loading, unloading. That's optional. If you want, we'll charge you 10,000 extra. Then separate supply. But if it is together, For your exam purpose, the best way to understand is the ancillary supply optional? You came to my class, everyone. We gave you class plus we gave you books. Understanding? I gave you class plus I gave you books. I charged you 10,000. Composite or mixed? Composite supply. Two or more supply, naturally bundled. I told we will give only class plus we'll give you e-books. If you want printed books, you have to buy separately. Class plus e-book is what? Books, if you buy separately, what is it? Separate supply. Are you guys able to? Did you guys get the logic? I told you I will do the repairing of your car. Repairing of the car I did for you. Along with the repairing of the car, I told if any oil is required, if any rubbing ke liye cloth, etc. is required, I'll only use my cloth only. It is what? Composite. I told if I need any parts, that also I will go ahead and charge in this 10,000 only. Small parts, etc. Then also it is composite. I told for the part, it is optional. If you want to change, I will charge you this much. Then separate. Will you guys understand now? Sure, everyone. Can we go? Is solving question answer helping you? Yes. If you don't solve question answers, you will not be able to do anything in the exam. Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Next. Everyone, Diligent Force. Diligent Force, a professional training institute, gets its training material of aptitude quotient printed from Durga Printers, a printing press. The content of the material is provided by the Diligent Force, who owns the usage right of the same, while the physical input like paper, etc., belongs to whom? Durga Printer. Ascertain whether supply of training material by Durga Printer constitutes supply of goods or supply of service. Everyone over here, I gave the content, you printed the books and gave it to me. I gave the content, you printed the books and you gave it to me, whether it is composite supply or mixed supply. You gave me printing services. Along with the printing services, you gave paper and ink. Paper and ink is what? Ancillary. What is principally given by you? Printing service, and printing is a supply of service. And hence, in this scenario, what will happen, everyone? It will be a supply of. Are we all 100% clear? You have to go ahead and write the Q&As. Everyone, whatever question answers I'm doing, you'll have to go ahead and write. Done, everyone? Can we continue, everyone? Done. Let's move to the next one, everyone. Please come to the next question. Please come to the next question. Question number 27. Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. What is section number 27 telling? State. Can you guys see over here state? It means you just have to state. One liner is enough. If they are telling you state with brief reason, then at least try to write 2 line, 3 line, little brief reasoning you try to give. They are telling over here, sale of car with warranty coverage. Everyone over here. Sale of car with warranty coverage. What is with warranty coverage? Baba, when you buy a car, you get a warranty, right or not? Baba, we are continuing with our supply ka Q&A. The first one over here is what? Sale of car with warranty ka coverage. What is it? Composite or mixed supply? Composite supply. Taxable at the rate of principal supply. Which is the principal supply? Car. Gift pack with chocolates and books. Two individual supplies supplied for a single price. What is it? Is it composite supply? It is mixed supply. Fridge with power stabilizer. Fridge is one supply. Is it two or more taxable supply? Yes, sir. Is it natural bundle that when you buy a fridge, you will get stabilizer? If you want, you buy it. If you don't want, you don't buy it. Sir, if you have fluctuations in your area, you buy it. If you don't have fluctuation, don't buy. Is it optional? If you want it, you buy it. Correct or not? Now, two or more individual supplies supplied together for a single price and it is not composite, then what is it, everyone? Mixed supply. Hotel accommodation with complimentary breakfast. Baba, complimentary breakfast. Composite or mixed? Composite. If it was optional breakfast for which you paid 500, it is separate supply. Are you guys able to connect to this now? Can we go ahead, everyone? Here, what is it? Composite supply. Question number 28 will be homework. People, question number 29. Satyamev Printers is a printing house registered under GST. It receives an order for printing 5,000 copies of book on yoga and meditation authored by a well-known yoga guru. The content of the book is provided by the yoga guru. It agreed that Satyamev will use its own paper to print the book. You are required to determine the rate of GST applicable on printing books by Satyamev, assuming that the rate of GST applicable on printing service is how much? 18, whereas the rate applicable on paper is 12%. Baba, tell me one thing. Has he given me printing service or he has given me paper, ink, etc.? Both he has given me. Both he has given me, but predominant is what? Printing, sir, and which is a supply of service. Supply of goods is ancillary. Can I go ahead, everyone? And when predominant is supplying of service, the rate of GST will be applicable of supply of service. Can I go ahead, everyone? See here, when you start writing, no, in your dreams also you can't write so much. Can you see the answer? Do one thing, no, pick up your pen and start writing. 4 mark question, right? People watching at home, pick up your pen and start writing. I'll see how much you write. People, write. Trust me, 1 month you write with me. After that, without writing, you will not like an answer only. You will tell, no, first I have to write and see if I'm able to write it or not. Because in the exam, you will get marks only if you write it. So start writing, everyone. Start writing. People tell me, sir, do we have to attend test series? I believe test series are good. But before test series, you should self-evaluate yourself. Baba, if somebody else is evaluating you, you will not know your mistake. Will you point out this question, this mistake you did, this question, this mistake you did? You should write yourself, evaluate yourself to know what mistakes you are making. Right? Right, everyone, right? People watching at home, I'll pause the video quickly, right? Are we done writing, everyone? Chalo, let's see the answer. First of all, they have told about what do you mean by composite supply. How many of you wrote what is a composite supply? But first, you have to know what is a composite supply. Composite supply means two or more. Taxable supply, naturally bundled, supplied together in the ordinary course by the supplier, and one is a principal supply. This you have to go ahead and write. Then, sir, then you have to write as per the CBIC circular issued. Supply of book, pamphlet, brochures, envelope, etc. with logo design of whom supplied by the recipient are composite supply. Further, section number 8A stipulates that a composite supply comprises of two or more supplies, which is one is principal, is to be treated as supply of principal supply. Hence, one needs to ascertain what constitutes the principal supply in this supply. Are we clear? As per section number 290, you don't have to write so much. You can write principal supply means supply of goods which constitute the predominant element of a composite supply and to which any other supply will be what? Ancillary. The above circular further clarified that in the composite supply of printing of books, pamphlet, brochures, etc., where only content is supplied by the publisher and or the person who owns the usage right to the intangible input, while the physical input, including paper used for printing, belongs to the printer, supplying of printing is the principal supply, and therefore such supply will constitute supply of service. So they have gone ahead and written about what is a composite supply. They have written about the full circular, and they have told over here the conclusion. Did you guys even read? The question is asking examine, discuss, or what? What is the question asking? Baba, they are going ahead and asking over here, determine the rate of GST applicable on the supply of printing books by the Satyam printer, assuming that the rate of GST on printing is 18%. First, they have gone ahead and explained the whole circular, and they have written over here. Accordingly, in the given case, the supply of printing books by Satyamev is a composite supply, wherein the principal is what? Printing service. Thus, the rate of GST applicable is the rate of applicable on printing service, that is 18%. You know, students write only this much and come. Student write only this much. Sir, here printing is principal and that is the predominant supply, and hence the rate of GST will be 18%. Do you think you will get marks? You come home and say that, sir, I've gone ahead and written for 80 marks correctly, still you will fail. Why? Because out of 4 marks, you are given only 1 marks when you have written correctly also. Why? Sir, you did not write the law. You are not a BCom graduate. You are a person who is going to be a qualified CA. You have to go ahead and give reasoning for everything. When they are talking about composite supply, Baba, you tell me how much will you give yourself? Malikarjun, how much will you give out of 4 to yourself? 2 to 3. Oh, too much of optimism. I feel 1 or 2 is the maximum which you will get instead of knowing the answer correctly. I told you the answer. In the exam, first of all, you have to know the answer. Secondly, you have to write the answer. Two things are there. Writing also students don't know. Answer also students don't know. What marks will you get? If you know the answer also, you don't know writing. Knowing but getting it to the paper is a difficult task. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Next. Miscellaneous. PTL Limited is a retail store of merchandise in 25 states or UTs in the country. For the purpose of clearance of stock and to attract customer, PTL launched a scheme buy one get one for the same type of merchandise. For instance, one shirt will be given on the purchase of one shirt. Determine how the taxability of goods supplied under buy one get one scheme is determined. Tell me everyone, what do you think? Determine. Determine how the taxability, how it will be taxed everyone. Buy one get one. What is the taxability? It is two individual supplies supplied at the single price. Correct everyone? You can go ahead and treat it as what? Mixed supply. Two individual supplies supplied for a single price. GST will come on what? GST will come on the sale price. Will you get input? Yes. Right? So, what will you write? Discuss the taxability. Inter ka question it is. You are thinking what to write. That is why students come out of the exam and say, sir, 3 hours, I could not write. Paper was lengthy. Paper was not lengthy. You are sitting in the exam and thinking. You don't have to think. You have to write. Start. You don't know where to start. Every student will start from a different starting. Every student will end with a separate thing. Every student will write something or the other thing. You tell me as an examiner, what marks should I give to which student? I will give marks to that student whose answer is matching the answer which I have. Do you know how the answer looks? Because you never write. Start writing, everyone. Let's see what do you write. I told you the answer and I'm telling you to write. You write. Let's write, everyone. Then we'll compare, right? People watching at home, write. Baba, write. Chalo, let's discuss. Everyone over here, people watching at home, I believe you guys are writing. If you're writing, 100% you're going to pass. If you're not writing, my condolences are with you. Everyone here now. See, it says section number 71A, the goods or services which are supplied free of cost without any consideration are not treated as supply except when the cases are falling in schedule 1. How many of you wrote this line? Saying that, sir, when you're in 71A, then it is only for consideration. Only when you're falling in section number 71C, then it will be a supply. How many of you even thought about writing this? None of you in the class. Just imagine the pass percentage is only 10%. I'm telling you, I took one recent poll on my Telegram channel. I went in and told the student how many of you are writing for your exam, November 22, right? Only 26% of the students told we are writing and solving the question answer. Out of that 26%, 50% are just telling like that. 100% they are not writing. They are writing like time pass. Only 10 to 12% of the students are actually writing. What is the pass percentage? 10 to 12. Those are the students only who are going to pass. 74% of the students who are not writing, they are baba gone. They will practice 4 times. Means 4 times they will write exam. In the exam they will practice, fail, and then after 4 attempts they will learn that okay, we have to write. Are you guys able to understand? If you want to be a student who want to write 4 attempts, then I can't help you. But if you are a student who is going to practice at home, trust me, you will be that 10%, 12% who is going to pass. Now you have to decide your future. Baba, if you put hard work, if you sweat, only then you will pass. If you think that a teacher is talking and he will explain me and I will be able to pass, you will never pass. In the exam, it is you who has to write. I told you, your situation, or if a CA final student, his situation is he has been taught everything. A bat looks like this, a ball looks like this, everything. When you go to bat in the cricket field and first time you are holding a bat, you don't even know how to hold it. Are you guys able to understand? If a Virat Kohli never goes and practices, do you think he can hit a sixer? Not possible. The same is the situation with a CA final student. If all the CA final students start practicing, all of them will start passing. But the problem is you have to take the advantage of people who are lazy. You don't have to be lazy, you have to work hard. And if you are working hard, then you are over and above those students who are being lazy and not writing. Sir, I don't have time. Baba, nobody has time. If you want to pass, you will have to sweat. Can we go ahead, everyone? Yesterday, I started my class morning 6:30. 6:30 to 10 o'clock, I took the class. 10 o'clock say 4 o'clock, I took the class. Reached home 5 o'clock say 8:30, I took the class. Are you guys able to understand? I'm talking how many hours? Approximately 12 to 13 hours a day. Yes or no? I've already qualified. Is it the necessary to go ahead and do it? No. After 8:30 when the classes gets over also, going ahead, cutting all the classes, uploading for the student, compressing it, encrypting it. I don't go ahead and appoint anyone to do it because I only know what is the content to be provided to the student. Yes or no? So I don't go ahead and appoint anyone to do it. I do it myself. I finished it at 12:30, 1 o'clock and then slept. Am I sitting with you guys morning 8:30 and doing the question answers? Yes or no, everyone? Everyone is working hard in the world. If you want to survive, if you want to run, and if you want to be above everyone, you'll have to work hard. If you're not working hard and sleeping and being lazy, you'll take 4 attempts if you're not writing. See your condition now. The first line which was there, me as an examiner, what will I go? 4 say 1 mark already cut. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Under buy one get one scheme, it appears at first glance that in case of offers like buy one get one of the item is supplied free of cost. How many of you wrote this line? Okay, one student. Okay, one. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Without any consideration. However, it is not an individual supply, but a case of two or more individual you started here. It's a case of two or more individual supplies which are supplied for a single price. Correct or not? It can be treated as two goods for the price of one. Taxability of such will depend as to whether the supply is composite or mixed, and the rate of tax shall accordingly be determined. What will you see over here? They are telling you determine the taxability. Now tell me one thing, two individual supplies supplied for a single price, what will it be? It will be a mixed supply. But where they have ended the answer, everyone, they are telling it can be at best two goods for the price of one. Taxability of such supply will be dependent upon whether such supply is a composite supply or a mixed supply, and the rate of tax shall be determined accordingly. Everyone over here, what they are trying to tell over here? They are trying to tell we have to see whether it's a composite supply or mixed supply. But you tell me one thing, as CA final student, what are you going to say? Baba, two supplies being supplied at the price of one, two individual supplies when it is supplied for the price of one, it's a mixed supply. And when it's a mixed supply, what is the rate of GST? The highest rate will be applicable. Now, everyone over here, will you be able to take the ITC also? Yes, you also have to go ahead and say input services and capital goods ka ITC also will be available. Can I go ahead, everyone? At intermediate level, they have gone ahead and written this answer. But at final level, I hope everyone is clear. Can we go ahead, everyone? So what we can go ahead and say over here, it is two or more individual supplies being supplied where a single price, is being charged for the entire supply. One minute. If I go ahead and open the textbook, let's read the circular so that we can go ahead and understand the answer. 1 minute, I'll read the circular with you guys. Everyone here. Here. It's selling buy one soap and get one soap, or buy one toothpaste, buy one toothbrush along with the toothpaste. Section number 71A, the goods and services which are supplied free of cost shall not be treated as supply under GST except in the activities mentioned in Schedule 1. It may appear at first glance that buy one get one item is being supplied free of cost without any consideration. In fact, it is not individual supply of free good, but a case of two individual supplied for a single price is being charged for the entire supply. It can be at best supplying what? Two goods for a single price. Taxability of such supply will depend upon whether the supply is composite supply or mixed supply, and the rate of tax shall be determined as per section number 8. Baba, supposingly, they went ahead and told everyone over here. Supposingly, one person went ahead and told that, sir, you go ahead and buy, for an example, mobile phone, and you are getting a charger free. Is the charger actually given free or it's a composite supply? It's a composite supply. Are you guys able to understand? Supposingly, one person went ahead and told, buy a soap and get one soap free. Then it is two individual supplies supplied for a single price. So taxability will depend upon what is given free. If what is given free makes it a composite supply, then it's a composite supply. If what is given free makes it a mixed supply, then it will be called as a mixed supply. What is mixed supply? Two individual supplies supplied for a single price. But what if they have gone ahead and told you buy a mobile phone and you get the charger free? Baba, is the charger actually free or it's a composite supply? It's a composite supply. So if it's a composite supply, rate will be what? Principal supply. But if it is buy one soap, get one soap free, or buy one mobile, get one charger free, then what is it? It's a composite. Buy one soap, get one soap free, then what is it? Mixed supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? And hence, they are telling, it is also clarified that ITC will be available in respect of input service and capital goods used in relation to the supply of goods, services, or both as part of such offer. Is my point clear to all? ITC will also be available. Whether it is composite or mixed, your ITCs with respect to input service and capital goods will be available. Now you tell me one thing, as a CA final student, what are you going to write further in this? Sir, 1 minute. Here you will go ahead and write, when one shirt is given one free, one shirt plus one shirt is given free, it is two individual supplies supplied for a single price and it's a mixed supply. What rate will apply, everyone? Highest rate shall be applicable. Also, you have to say additionally, the person who is there, who is the person? The seller who is there will be entitled to take input tax credit of input service and capital goods. That one line you write it come. Can I go ahead, everyone? Is my point sharp clear to all? Let's go ahead. People, all these things you will be able to understand what is to be written only if you write. Can I go ahead? Next. The temple of ancestral deity of Mr. Goel and his family is located in Berry, Haryana. The temple is run by a charitable organization registered under 12 AB of the Income Tax Act. The family has unshakable faith in the ancestral deity. Mr. Aman is a big entrepreneur, has flourishing business in Gurugram. Upon the birth of his first child, he donated 10 lakh to the temple for construction of sitting hall in the temple. He donated how much? 10 lakh. You donated. On the main door of the sitting hall, a nameplate was placed, donated by Mr. Aman upon birth of his first child. Okay? You are required to examine the leviability of GST on donation received from Mr. Aman. Baba, will GST be levied? Yes or no? Why no? Baba, the donation is philanthropic in nature. There is no advertisement of any business activity which is done by the temple, and hence whatever amount is being received, there is nothing in return which has been given by the temple. And what will happen over here? There is no service which is given, and hence there will be no GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? Baba, people, you have to practice this homework. Please practice this at home. Next. People, question number 32 which is there will be a homework. 32 also will be a homework. Tell me one thing. In 32, what is happening? I'll tell you. You donated 10 lakh. I advertise your business. Then it is advertisement service and supply of service and GST will be levied. But if you donated the money and I did not advertise your business, then it will be. If it is philanthropic in nature and there is no supply of service given, then what will it be? Will GST be levied? No. That's all is the question number 32. Please do it at home. Please come over here to the next one. 33 will be also your homework, everyone. Please do it at home. Come to the next one. Let's do a good question now. Question number 34. Everyone, let's go ahead and read question number 34 now. Beautiful question. Let's read it. Power Engineering Private Limited. Power Engineering Private Limited, a registered supplier, is engaged in providing expert maintenance and repair services for large power plant that are in the nature of immovable property. Power engineering is going ahead and doing what? Repair and maintenance of what? Large power plant. Large power plants which are there, they will go repair it. But they can't get the plant here because those are immovable plants. The immovable plants ka repair will be done. Plants means what, everyone? Plant and machinery we are talking, not plants. Everyone here. Situated all over India. The company has its head office in Bangalore and branch office in other state. The work is done in the following manner. Baba, always remember one thing: the bigger a question looks, the easier it is. The smaller a question is, the more difficult it is. Why a bigger question is easier? Just imagine you went home, your papa told, "Where did you go?" and you started story from morning. Where did you go? How did you go? Everything. Your chances of getting caught is more. It's easier to crack that. Your papa asked, "Where did you go?" You told friend's home, and you went inside. Will he able to catch you? No. In the same way, in the exam, if they tell you write the benefits of GST, that is difficult. If they go ahead and give you a big question where they have explained you everything, the chances of cracking that question is very easy, because the more information is given, the more easier a question is. Students, by looking at a big question, oh, Baba, that is more easy to crack a big question. They told you write the liabilities of a partner in case of dissolution. If you don't know, means you don't know. You is able to understand. The smaller a question is, the difficult it is. The bigger a question, the easier it is. Always remember. Everyone over here. Power engineering is registered in, is engaged in expert maintenance and repair service for large power plant. Okay? This, when you tell me, no, means when they will come, they will do the repairing of the plant. I will think that are in the nature of immovable property. Oh, repairing of the plant. Repair with respect to immovable property means they will give works contract service. When you are going in and doing repair, renovation of an immovable property, what is it? Works contract. If you give material also and service also, it will become works contract. But only service, then it is a service contract. Next. The company has its head office in Karnataka. Okay? Then, and branch office in other state. The work is done in the following manner. The company has self-contained mobile workshop, which is a container truck fitted out to carry out repair. They have one truck. In the truck, all the material is being there. Okay, everyone, who is this power engineering? Can we go ahead and do the question? Question number 34. This is power engineering. Power engineering, where is it located? Bangalore. Correct, everyone? They have one truck. In the truck, what is there, everyone? Tools are there. Then the truck are equipped with the item like repair equipments, consumables, tools, parts to handle wide variety of repair work. The truck is sent to client location for carrying out repair work. They will go to the client location. If client is over here, they will do the repairing work and they will come back. Okay? Then, depending upon the repair to be done, the equipment, consumables, tools, parts are used from the stock of such item truck. Means it will go over here. Whatever is required, they will use. They will do the repairing and they will come back. Then, in some case, a standalone machine is also sent to the client location in such truck for carrying out the repair. Might be some machines are required to go ahead and carry out the repair. So that machine also, that truck will take and go do the repairing and come back. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then the customer is billed after the completion of repair work depending upon the nature of the work and the actual quantity of consumable parts, etc. used in the repair work. Sometimes the truck is sent to the company's own location. Baba, the truck also goes to the company's. Sometime this truck, what will happen? First of all, this truck from Bangalore can also go to what? Directly to the client location. Is my point clear? This is whose client? Bangalore, my client. Might be, I have one more branch. Branch is where, everyone? In other state. So the truck will go to the branch. Is the truck supplied? Two distinct person. When the truck is going from one distinct person to another, is the truck supplied? No. Can we go ahead, everyone? Are you able to understand that concept of circular which is coming? Next. Sometimes the truck is sent to the company's own location in other state, from where it is further sent to client location for repair. You know what will happen? From here it will go to other location, and other location, what they will have? They will have their own clients. These people ka client is there. So this client will go ahead. They will go, this truck will go from here to here, and then they will send it to the client location. Are we clear, everyone? Tell me, whose clients are this? Branch. And who will bill this client? Branch. It means I am going ahead and providing services to the branch, and branch is ultimately providing services to the client. So don't you think it's a service between distinct person? On the repair and maintenance service will GST come? Yes. On the truck which is going from here to here, will GST come? No. On the truck, GST will not come. So one thing which will be there is when we are going ahead and providing services to our client, on repair and maintenance services, GST will come. Secondly, when we are going ahead and sending it to our branch, on truck, GST will not come, but on repair and maintenance service, GST will come. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Work out the GST liability. Baba, remember they are telling you to find out the GST of Power Engineering, Bangalore, on the basis of the fact. Read with, read with the following data. Number one, truck sent to own location in Tamil Nadu. Baba, you are sending to your own location. Where is it? Tamil Nadu. Own location means distinct person. When your truck is going from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, how much ka truck? Value of item contained in the truck is 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees ka items are there. And the value of the truck is 25 lakh rupees. Will any GST come? Baba, items in the truck is 23 lakh rupees ka item. Value of item contained in the truck is 3 lakh and truck ka value is 25 lakh. Tell me one thing, this truck when it is going 3 lakh ka items it is taking and going, and the truck ka value is how much? 25 lakh. Is the truck supplied? No. Is the item supplied? No. It is going for repair and maintenance. Repair and maintenance service will be provided. Can you tell me, will there be any GST on 3 lakh and 25 lakh? No. Can you guys see over here? See. Okay. Now what they are going ahead and assuming over here? What they are assuming, okay, this first one, they have gone ahead and charged on 3 lakh rupees 12%. Why? You have to write the assumption. Listen, listen. What did we assume? We assume that when goods are going, the truck is going with the tools will not be supplied. The tools will be used for repair and maintenance. That was our assumption. What is their assumption? That when the truck is going, truck is taking goods and going, and the goods will be given to the Tamil Nadu branch. Are you guys able to understand? So that's the difference in assumption. What did we assume? That tools they will take and go, use it for repair and then come back. Well, this question is there since 2018. We are doing it since 5 years now. Okay? Now what was our assumption? We are going for repair. We will take the tools and go do the repairs and take our tools and come back. But what is their thought? See, their thought is value of item contained in the truck. Okay? Here, the line should have been actually value of item contained in the truck meant for Tamil Nadu branch. Meant for the Tamil Nadu branch. Then it will be that, okay, you have supplied between distinct person, 3 lakh per GST will come. Do you guys agree with me? But here, the question ka assumption can be two things. I'm always told you, write your assumption properly in the exam and come. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. So 3 lakh pe will GST come? Yes, because they are telling value of item contained in the truck which are meant for the Tamil Nadu branch. The question ka meaning is what? These goods are meant for the Tamil Nadu branch. It means you are sending goods from here to Tamil Nadu. Stock transfer is happening. Will GST come? Supply between distinct person on 3 lakh. How much GST will come? 12%. 36,000. Can you guys see over here? But on truck, will GST come? No. Next. Truck sent to client location in Tamil Nadu for carrying out repair. Standalone machine is also sent in the truck for client for repair. Value of the item contained in the truck 2,85,000. Will GST come on 2,85,000? Truck is going to the client location for doing the repair and maintenance work in Tamil Nadu. Will GST come on 2,85,000? No. Standalone machine which was taken in the truck for doing the repair work. On machine will GST come? Baba, machine was taken to do the repair work. It is going to the client location in Tamil Nadu. It will do the repair and machine will come back. Next. Value of truck. Truck pay will GST come? No. So if you see over here, when the truck went to client location on all the three things, there is no GST. Can I go ahead? Repair and maintenance, they are telling billing for repair to be done afterwards depending on actual. On billing will GST come? On billing will GST come? Yes. Next. Truck sent to client location in Karnataka for carrying out repair. Value of the item. Baba, see. Truck sent to Karnataka for carrying out repair. What will happen over here on the 1,06,000? Will GST come? No. On the truck, will GST come? No. So, Baba, if you see over here, on both of them, there will be no GST. Then, billing for will be done on actual items used. Now, invoices raised for repair work carried out in Tamil Nadu is 70 lakh rupees. Baba, tell me one thing. On 70 lakh, will GST come? You are in Karnataka doing services in Tamil Nadu. What will happen? Repair and maintenance service, IGST will come. How much? 70 lakh pay? 18%, 12 lakh? 60,000. Baba, everyone over here, note number 5 and note number 6, they have gone ahead and told over here. See, first of all, they have told it's a works contract service. Can you guys see over here? It's a works contract. Did I tell you? When you are going ahead and providing material also, and you are providing labor also with respect to an immovable property, what is it, everyone? Works contract. Can I go ahead? Now, they have gone ahead and told over here. Can you tell me how much is the amount? 70 lakh into 18%? 12 lakh? 60,000. Is it correct? Then, everyone over here. Invoice raised for repair work done out of Karnataka, including invoice out in Karnataka, everyone, 12 lakh rupees. Invoice is 12 lakh rupees. 12 lakh pay, what will come? CGST and how much? See here. Item used for repair. On the item, this is the rate. Container, truck and standalone machine, this is the rate. And works contract service, this is the rate. What rate you will apply? Works contract. You will apply CGST and SGST, 9 and 9%. How much, everyone? 2 lakh 16,000. Can you see only two items and this is the total? What was the trick over here? The first trick was to understand. The first trick in the question was to understand what is the question talking about. Second trick in the question was to understand that it's a works contract service. And works contract service because it is in relation to immovable property. Can I go ahead? Today your homework is to read these notes. See, in your dreams also you can't write so many notes. In your dreams also you will not be able to write. Sir, this is their expectation. Yes, Baba, this is their expectation. If you practice this much and go, at least you will write 50% and come, you will get marks. But you have to read all these notes today. Are we clear? Right, everyone? We are done with the chapter of supply ka Q&A. Congratulations, people. Done.